Shalom Yasharallah, Shalom Shalom. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahasham Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, a great millstone, to the brothers and the soldiers, a great millstone, pushing the truth worldwide to seal up the elect of Israel from the four corners of the earth. The 144,000 men that are going to rule with Yahushai when he returns, and the men, women, and children that believe in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai and that call upon those names in truth and sincerity, that follow the right doctrine, that believe in the right doctrine, and are doing their best to stay under the protection of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, because that's what we need. The only way we're going to get out of this is with the hedge of Yahweh over us. See? When I was just saying that, I just remembered watching the finale. I think it was the finale of House of David last night. They finally showed how David killed Goliath and shit, and how all the Israelites were, frightened of Goliath. And Goliath was basically, I don't know if this is how, it basically took beer days for David to come and, fight Goliath. So Goliath was calling out the Israelites for beer days. Meanwhile, the Philistines were surrounding, had the I guess they just do it for drama sense or whatever, for the storyline. But, they were surrounded. They had surrounded Israel, and they were, about to attack. And then David was the only man that wanted to what with Goliath, And Israel couldn't believe that this little boy or whatever was the only man brave enough to go up against Goliath and shit. But yeah, the reason why that popped in my head is because I was talking about the hedge of the Heavenly Father, and that was destined. You know what I mean? There was nothing that Goliath could have done to David, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua controls everything. You know what I mean? So that's not what this lesson's about. This lesson is about a video that I seen on Instagram. It was a video in Barbados. See, so I'm a Benjamite. My family is from Barbados. See, my generation, my mother and her sisters, and my father and his brothers and sisters, basically majority of them moved to either New York. Like, my father lives in New York City. My mother ended up in Canada or whatever, in Toronto, and that's where I'm from. And all my cousins are from Toronto. I don't have any brothers or sisters. I'm the only child. But all my mother's sisters' children, which are my cousins, are all from Toronto. See? So we're all Bajan, which is what you would call someone from Barbados, either a Barbadian or a Bajan. See? So all my life, when we go on vacation, we go to Barbados and stuff. And I mean, it's like home, bro. Yeah, I mean, I love Barbados. I'm going back this summer, Lord will, if Earth doesn't mosh up by then. If nukes aren't flying by the summer, who knows what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has in store for us. But anyways, if it doesn't happen, I'm going to Barbados, see, for a little vacation or whatever. So I'm kind of hyped about that. I love being down there or whatever. Anyways, so I followed this news page in Barbados, and I guess a young man or whatever got shot, seen, and he was an innocent bystander or some shit like that, I think. And they had like a rally, or not a protest, but everyone got together, I guess the neighborhood or whatever got together to stand up against violence or whatever. I'm gonna show you. And then, so I see Bajans in the road, Benjamites in the road, you know what I mean, marching or whatever. And then I seen IUIC in Barbados. You see the plane, you can see the shirt clearly, purple with the gold IUIC with the gold fringes. I was like, oh, why? Yeah, I didn't know those niggas were down there. I know Great Millstone's in Barbados because I know about the brother that preaches down there. I follow him I don't remember his name, but salute to you, brother. I don't know your name, but I know your face. I know your voice. Seen? Great Millstone, Barbados. Seen? So I know he's out there doing his thing, but I never even, not to say I can't imagine, but I didn't know that IUIC was in Barbados. So, of course, when some tragic shit happens, IUIC pops up. You know what I mean? Just like in America, bro. Like any so-called black tragedy or whatever, they're out there. Like, for example, like, oh, great example. Remember when the Kyrie Irving thing won? IUIC out there marching and shit. You know what I mean? Or anything fucking happens, they're out there marching or whatever. It's not like it was a whole army of them, but there was like I seen 4 mans in purple. And I was surprised. So the good news is the good news is that, yo, the word is definitely getting out there around the world. Jake is waking up. Regardless, so let's not talk about doctrine yet. Just talk about the fact that Jake knows that he's an Israelite, and that he knows that we're the people. That's a good thing. But the hopeful elect, the ones that know what's going on, the ones that see through all the facade, that wouldn't follow Bishop Nathaniel anywhere because that guy's a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's clear that he's a cop, and he took he was a cop or whatever. He took the bag. He's probably a Mason. He's teaching wrong doctrine. He doesn't call upon the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He teaches his congregation to not call upon the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He knows what the deal is, but for some reason he's going against the grain. And the grain is the truth, which is brought to you by a Great Millstone. And the so-called, not the so-called, like-minded brothers. You know what I mean? For example, Men of Valor and whoever else is pushing the right doctrine. See? But man's like me. I'm pushing the right doctrine because I teach what I've learned from man's like Elder Apostle Tahar on down. See? And the Lord blessed us with the truth. And he also blessed us with the mind to see and recognize fake prophets. So not everyone has that gift, because it is a gift. So, you know what I mean? Yes, it's good that my people, like, especially not just the Caribbean. I'm pretty sure there's IUIC men's in Jamaica and, Trinidad and whatever. But I was just surprised to see IUIC Barbados. But it's a great thing that we know who we are, especially Bajans. But at the end of the day, it's like, damn, you're following the wrong niggas. And you're in the thing. You guarantee you they had to fucking go online somewhere and pay for those t-shirts to have them sent to Barbados. It's not like a man gave it to them for free, guarantee you. Making merchandise of the truth and shit like that. And you should understand death. Yes, it's a tragedy that, all my life, it's like, okay, so Barbados is beautiful, not used to be. Barbados used to be, safe. Like, it wasn't a violent place. And then crime started reaching, drugs, guns. Barbados isn't big. So it's not like you have anywhere to fucking hide, bro. Like, if the law's looking for you, eventually, unless you're staying inside the house under your bed, I would think that the law is going to find you. See? But regardless, there's still Bodman in Barbados, gunman in Barbados, just like everywhere Jake is. You know what I mean? It's not as bad as certain places, but it has its times. Like, it's not like an everyday thing. I don't know what the murder rate is in Barbados, how much people get murdered a year. I never even checked that before. But Yeah. So knowing that and knowing that the Lord is in control of death and who dies and whatever, what's the point of showing up like, yo? So if you're an Israelite, you're an IUIC Barbados, you're an Israelite. You know that the majority of all these other people that are around are so-called Christians or whatever. You shouldn't be mixing. Like, you shouldn't be showing up in solidarity with people. You should be on the street corners preaching the gospel, right? If you're an IUIC Barbados, I don't know what they do. I've never seen any videos of IUIC Barbados. We know that IUIC, bro, there would be 100 IUIC mans in one spot marching. Guarantee you, all 100 don't make videos or like, they're just not doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Yes, they show up in numbers. Yes, whatever. But they're not doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, which is preaching the gospel, I would believe. I doubt it. It's not like I'm going to go on the internet and look for IUIC Barbados to see if that's true or not. I should. If I'm wrong, forgive me. I'm just going off the example of what I've known. This is my 9th going into 10th year, and I know how IUIC moves. You won't see Bishop Nathaniel on the street corners unless they're going to goddamn fucking Kenya to get fucking gas fucking bombs thrown at them and rocks and shit and getting ran off street corners in Africa. Why are you in Kenya, bro? Why are you in Kenya? I don't know how they clicked. I've never seen Bishop Nathaniel in Barbados, but I hope he never ever goes. Stay off my island, bro. Go anywhere else. Go to Jamaica, whatever. Just stay off of fucking my fucking island, dog. See? We don't need any more of my brothers following the wrong doctrine, calling on Most High Christ blessed, and believing that the RFID chip isn't the fucking MOTB, and thinking that, oh, you're a man, you can only have one woman. Follow the laws, but you could go to the barber and get a fucking crispy fucking lineup. You could do that, but keep the laws type shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, in closing, yes, it's a good thing that our brothers and sisters are waking up. But at the same time, it's kind of sad that they're not doing it the right way, following the right men, because a lot of people are following the wrong men. But hopefully, they window shop, as Elder Apostle Tahar says, and they see the truth and Great Millstone's there, and they wake up and they repent and start following the right doctrine. Because when that MOTB drops, what are you going to do? Is the whole shit. You know what I mean? So I got some precepts that I put together. Oh, it's 11:44. Call Halayim La Yahabashim Yashai. 11:44. It's just the numbers 144. My favorite number. Oh, I didn't even show the video yet. Hold on. I'm gonna show the video.